As the year comes to a close, we're remembering many of the prominent figures we lost in 2025. This year, we say goodbye to a pope, global icons, political leaders, actors, musicians, athletes, even a pro wrestling superstar. Now, the list includes Oscar-winning actor and filmmaker Robert Redford. He was one of the most bankable leading men of the 60s and 70s before turning his attention to directing and the film festival he launched that continues to this day. But as Janet Shanlian reports, it's what he did away from the spotlight that may be his most lasting legacy.
In Utah's Wasatch Mountains, the late fall landscape looks like a painting. The meadows are bursting with color. The rivers teeming with trout.
This is a blue ribbon trout stream. 5,000 fish per mile, just one of the epic, for me, fly fishing places in the whole world.
For Brian Wimmer, this stretch of the Provo River Canyon will always remind him of his longtime friend, Robert Redford.
So you didn't really know him originally as a big Hollywood star?
No, I never knew him as a Hollywood star because it was Bob, and in fact, it looked like he walked out of his house and onto the set in the same outfit. I'm like, he gets paid to do that?
Wimmer started working for Redford more than 50 years ago and had a front row seat to the actor's defense of Utah's pristine wilderness.
What is his legacy here?
His legacy here is that he preserved Sundance for all of us locals who have such a real connection to this place. Right where we are here, there would have been a freeway right over the top of this just to make it 15 minutes faster for commuters and truckers.
Redford discovered the area as a young actor in the 1960s. He eventually acquired thousands of acres, protecting much of it from development, and naming it Sundance, after his role in Butch Cassidy in The Sundance Kid. It would become his home and the birthplace of the Sundance Resort.
We are surrounded by protected land.
To see that legacy up close, environmentalist Wendy Fisher, still mourning, took us to the Redford family Elk Meadows Preserve, a stunning sweep of open field at the foot of Mount Timpanogos.
If he had not fallen in love with this area, what would this land be, perhaps?
There's no question that without Robert Redford's vision and, quite frankly, the courage to act, this would be up for development.
Instead, Redford ensured more than 2,000 acres would remain untouched, fueling the work of the nonprofit Utah Open Lands, which Fisher runs, to protect 65,000 more statewide.
What is it like for you today when we're here and the colors are exploding and you see hikers in the meadow?
There's nothing left to say but gratitude. And when I think about the next generation of hikers, the next generation of moose, I'd just like to say thank you.
His activism wasn't always met with gratitude. In the 1970s, Redford successfully campaigned against the construction of a large coal-fired plant on public lands in southern Utah, becoming the target of public anger over lost jobs. He spoke to 60 Minutes at the time, which helped turn public opinion against the project.
If we remove the air quality surrounding the scenic parks, if we degrade the land with roads and transmission lines, then obviously that space that has scenic value is gone.
Today, that area is a federally preserved national monument, the land unspoiled.
The lower Provo is what this is.
Much like the pristine Provo River, free of dams and diversions, a sanctuary for all.
It sounds like you feel lucky to have known him and had a friendship.
Yeah. To be hanging on to that guy's coattails, as a kid, as an adult, to realize how important he was to this place, to me personally, it's hard to explain, hard to put in words.
An actor by trade, a conservationist by conviction. Robert Redford's greatest role here was in safeguarding the land he loved. For CBS Saturday Morning, I'm Janet Shanlian in Sundance, Utah.
I just love this story. I think about Robert Redford because I'm a film buff, and I know you are as well, and all the different roles that he played. He was an iconic movie star, but then this conservation effort that he led is probably his lasting legacy for generations to come.
I do find it interesting, though. I mean, are we done, though, with that era where it is okay for actors and singers to cross over? Because a lot of people don't like when folks like that say, well, you know, I also have this other passion, and I'm going to make that mark because I have a voice.
Yeah, it's interesting. I sort of think that when he first tried to do this, people were against it.
Right.
Now, probably those very same people are so grateful that he undertook that effort.
Yeah.
Beautiful story from Janet.